Hey, healing family, I love you so much. And today I have heart cards that I have purchased. See, they're shaped like a heart. And we're going to talk about the amethyst. And the amethyst physically boosts the immune system. Can you see it? It'll boost the immune system, help you to sleep deeper, and it helps with migraines. I also have another amethyst here. It's round, it's small, looks like a spiritually it's good for intuition, third eye awakening, reduces negative energy and negative influences. Okay, so one thing about crystals, they hold energy. Emotionally, they balance emotions, calm the mind, clear decision making. They help you to make clearer decisions. I used to keep these in my purse when I would go to work, and honestly, I really didn't have as many problems. It's something to everything in life, and it almost fell. There's something to everything in life, and so crystals are a part of the Bible. Okay, so what does the Bible say? In Revelations 21:18, it says, "The wall of New Jerusalem being made with jasper, other jewels, such as agate, emerald, sapphire." Revelation 21:19, "The foundations of the city walls were decorated with every kind of precious stone." And this is one of them, the amethyst. It's beautiful. Okay. So, what we want to talk about today is tapping into having more joy. You can have more joy and be going through a whole lot in life. And so you might be asking, why do I feel this way? Okay, and that's a legitimate question. A lot of times in this journey, you may already have the Lord, but you need to seek Him more. And I would say that when I was going through all of what I was going through in life, one of the main things was to say yes. Say yes to what you're dealing with, what you're going through, and give it to God and leave it there in prayer. You may feel like I cannot express myself. And during that time when we're really going through something hard, it's hard to express yourself. It's hard to let people know what's going on with you. It's complicated to let people into your emotions. You may be a very private person like how I am. I had to let some family members go or just be. I love them, but the scripture says you haven't given up anything until you've given up mother, father, sister, brother, and then you'll receive the blessings from the Lord. And when you get those blessings, they're going to be with persecution. It does not mean that you don't love your family, you don't care about them, you don't contact them, but you don't get into the mess. I tell you, mine can really go deep with all that talk. And it's bad when the heads of the households of the family do the negativity. It's just good. And I have told them, I said, I love you all, but you keep up too much mess. Saying it's getting back to all of us, and I just can't handle that. So I had to let go. I love you. I'll be there for you if I need to be, but in that drama, no. No, I'm not getting in your drama. I'm not going to sit there and roast and toast every family member. That's so ugly and mean. You need to level up in the Lord with people like that. Stay away from people like that. They have peace. Their peace is drama. My peace is the peace of God. I feel lonely. Lately, I've been hearing of a lot of people doing things to themselves that it's just not good. And a lot of times with the mental illness comes loneliness. I battled with depression for years because there were things bottled up inside because I was wounded by so many situations and people in my life that I had to go to God and I had to find out what is the truth. Okay, you have to find the truth. The truth is in Him. And just because you have God still don't mean you don't feel like harming or doing something. They have prevention numbers. There are numbers. I'm going to post it on my community board because I feel this is so important. You have a lot of people in the Lord talking about the Lord and saying, I'm letting go. And so we don't want that. That's a sad way to do your life. I don't know where to start, okay? I don't know where to start. Start with today, right now, this very second. And what we can do is ask the Lord to help you to make sound decisions and to step up in your life and in your world. Right now, I'm hearing a lot of things about a lot of people and situations, and I had to tell one friend of mine, I'm just grateful that your child is still alive. He may have encountered a situation that was very, very negative. He's only 17, but he's still alive. And then a lot of times we just need to figure ourselves out. I need to figure myself out. It's okay to feel like I don't know me, because I didn't know me. And as I grew older, I started discovering me more. When I went back into my life, it hurt so bad. And I had to go over how people treated me, how I was harmed, and things like that. And I had to not only forgive them, but I had to work on me. I actually had a real therapist too. These feelings are eating me alive. There are just some things that just constantly nag at people. Mental depression is nothing to play with. People have all types of illnesses, and it's okay. The thing is, we have to get through this. We have to keep going. We can't stop at that one situation. Have I had things to buckle my knees? Yes, I have. But I ask God to help me. Sometimes you can trigger people. You might remind somebody. See, it says you have triggered me. Sometimes you can meet someone, and I tend to stare, and I don't mean any harm, but a lot of times it's because people are making such bad decisions to the point where they'll tell you they know the Lord, and then all at the same time, they're yet doing things that just are against them as a person. And I'm like, you might want to dig a little deeper in God and go a little further. Don't stop. We all have issues, and I remember telling a friend he was crying because some people in his life had went on to be with the Lord, and I told him, I said, you first of all, he had what I call dry tears. I said, you raised yourself like I did pretty much, and you know that there were times when y'all might have gotten into it, but deep down within, you loved that person, you loved them, whoever they were. And I told him, I said, well, really the real situation is this. We look at the negative things about ourselves, but God is looking at the good in us, and we need to start looking at the good in us as well. I do not know who I am anymore. I do not know who I am anymore. And it's okay to write that down. Who am I? Write it on a piece of paper big. If you got to go get a big easel with a black marker or different color markers, and write down all the things that you love about yourself, and write down all the things you're not so in love about yourself. And right there, ask God to heal you. Lord, heal these things about myself and you might just be too hard on yourself. There were times I was just too hard on myself. What? I cry at night. Okay, I cry at night, and that I cried a many a tear. To be honest, I cried a river. And there were times when I felt like no one heard me, even though I had God, because of the call on my life. God called me into the ministry at a very young age, and it was very, very hard because people always thought that's all you did was meditate, pray, and fast. I was going to the show. I was having fun. I was enjoying my life. And I was like, why are you putting me in a box? I don't put myself in a box. I want out. I want out. Come out of what people to be. Sometimes parents pressure us to be what they want us to be. Come out of that and be who you feel you should be. Your parents might be engineers and professionals. Well, you might take a route and be in the ministry, or you might be able to sing and you want to pursue your singing career, so you do that. What do you see in me? What do you see in you? What do you see in you? Quit asking people, what do you see in me? What do you see in you? It starts with you. You're the most important person in this room right now. You're the most important person watching my videos, and I love you. I had an allergic reaction. The weather's changing, and it causes me to have sinus and things like that. But I keep going. I take my oils and my medications and keep going. Celebrate you. I have been celebrating. See the lady with the tambourine, and then they're at the bottom dancing together. I would go to the river like last night, and we had fun. I went with some family and friends. God will send people for you to have friends and be with. March to the beat of your own drum. See her? Do you see how she look? March to the beat of your own drum. And then in the back, there's a horse doing his thing too. You might have a pet. That could be her pet. You do your own drum, and you enjoy life the best way you can. Maybe going and getting an ice cream. Maybe going to the gym and working out. Maybe talking to someone else, or making a new friend and telling somebody how much you care about them. These things set you free. That's the wheel of fortune. These things set you free. Okay? They make you feel better. This one, she's free falling. She's the fool on this card. But you know what? You got to learn to trust in the Lord and let Him catch you and go on in Him. Do what works for you. Don't be afraid to be bold and be daring. You see, she's part lion, part woman. And you see at the bottom, okay, there's a lamb there. You got to learn how to, treat some people with gentleness and others. Be strong and show love, okay? I was asking a lady at work yesterday, I said, what's wrong with people today? She said, no love. There's no love in nothing. Two of Cups, you got to learn to be one with yourself, okay? You might look at that as lovers. I do. But I tell you what, fall in love with you. That's important. Care about going on with others. I remember one of the ladies at the job, she ended up being fired. The only one that called and said, hey, I just called to check on you to see how you were doing. Because she had other things going on in her life, and she really didn't need that to happen. But because somebody else did wrong and they covered it, and somebody else did wrong and they covered that, and then we were trying to speak the truth, and she ended up getting fired. Queen of Wands. If you look at Queen of Wands, she's making magic happen. Look at the magic in her hand and her wand, okay? Look at the magic that's happening, and that's beautiful. You got to make your own happening. God started opening doors for me financially. Look at her with those pentacles. That's beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. You got to make it happen for you, and I speak that into your life, that doors are opening for you, that you'll go on a new path and a new life and have joy unspeakable and full of glory. You've got to meditate on you and God, okay? If you have a family, bless your family right now. May all of them stand blessed and be assured that God is with you. Nothing like some private time. That's a hermit. Private time at all. Spend some time alone. Spend some time talking to the Lord. He's in you. He's always there. Ask Him to stir up the gifts. Be free of what people think of you. If you see she's floating away, don't worry about what people think about you. Oh, you're not going to be nothing. That's what people said to me, and it turned out to be the biggest lie ever because I am so successful. I don't measure my success according to my social medias or my business or my companies or any of that or what I do as far as a chef. I measure my success in the Lord. Okay, and then here, He's the King of Wands. And He's holding it down, okay? And that's what you need to do. In the background, there's a lion. You see that lion right there. And that's what you need to do. Hold it down and keep it going. Keep moving. Keep it going. Every day is a new day to start something new. A lot of times, I'm sure a lot of us have had a relationship where it broke off, and we thought we wouldn't live to see another day. Honey, keep going. Every day is a new day. Bills don't stop. Life don't stop. It keep going. You might need to get off the merry-go-round for a minute, but keep going. See the lady with her coins in her bag? You don't let anybody stop your flow and your vibe. Keep going. And here we talk positive. We don't talk negative. And look at her. It looks like she has a balloon of light. Isn't that beautiful? She's the star, and that's what you are. Every one of us have our own ID, from our fingertips to our toes to our hands, everything about us is identified and special. No one has the same fingerprints. No one has the same eyes. We might have the same eye color, but it's not the same eye structure. You got to learn to be patient. I'm watching a lot of people that are influencers. They are growing up overnight, and then they're leaving overnight. And you're like, why? What is going on? You got to take your time and let things grow. You see all that underground? And then at the top, there's a little tree, a little root. Take your time and water your own garden. Don't rush. Take your time and do what needs to be done so that you can have the things that you need in life. Look at that. Look at that. Wealth on all measures. Wealth coming in from all areas. And wealth can be your health. I go to Planet Fitness. Wealth can be a new hairstyle that makes you feel free. Long as you're happy with it, it doesn't matter what the rest of the world is saying. Ace of Cups. Look at her. Look at that. She's in a place of peace. That's like a set of praying hands with power and anointing. 9 of Cups. Look at her treasure right here. That's treasure right there. And then here she's throwing it up in the air like, yippee. I got so much to choose from. I'm a free soul. You are so free. You have choices. You're never stuck. You're only stuck when you think one way. There are so many ways that situation can open up. One word from God can change what you're dealing with. And look at her. In her mind, she's one way, but on the outside, she's something entirely different. You are made unique. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I love you so much, and here's a heart for you. This heart is strictly for you. Look at that. Beautiful. You deserve a heart today. I'm sending you hugs, kisses, and love. Take care. Bye bye. Bye, Healing Oral family. Bye.